Live here from Marisol. I'm Jack Mormon. I'm joined by Coach Diallo Burks. And Coach, welcome tonight. It was a ball game that I was so excited to be a part of because I got a chance to announce at the stadium on Friday night. I don't get the chance to do a whole lot of stuff on game night for the Grangers. I was thrilled with it. Coach Paulie gave me that opportunity. And boy, did we have an incredible first half. That was a ball game that a lot of people, I think, expected Sandy Creek to kind of just come in and try to have their way with us. But there was nothing doing. That defense was about as strong as I've seen them all season long as we started that ball game on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, it was a great game from our guys. You know, I'm proud of them, you know, how they fought, how they came out, how they prepared. Defensively, like I said, you know, that was a highlight of the night where, you know, we had guys who haven't, you know, played all season and you know, they had a couple games before where they was able to get their legs back and get in condition. And it seemed like, you know, last Friday our guys, you know, really gelled together defensively. Offensively, you know, we had some sparks at times. We just couldn't quite finish, you know, whether we were trying to do too much or, you know, just didn't take care of the football. But overall, you know, I think our guys came out of it with a knowing that, you know, we probably should have won the game again. You know, we'll minimize the turnovers, but you know the way defense played, it was top notch.
I think you really surprised Sandy Creek in that first half. I don't think they expected quite the battle that y'all gave them. The offense, as you mentioned, LePerion Perry decides just a couple of hours before the ball game that he does want to try to go. And you know, I was talking with some folks this week about that. They said, well, actually, I was talking with his mama about that this afternoon, and she said, I don't understand his mentality. I said, well, I do. Players want to play.
Oh, yes, play.
And
right.
That he's looking at how many. He's only got a finite number of opportunities to be on a football field in his hometown, playing on a Friday night, and he's got to take advantage of every one. If he can possibly go, he's going to go.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know, he was about 65, 70% out there playing.
And of course, his 65, 70% is better than a whole lot of folks' 100%.
Right. Exactly. And it did show at times. You know, he wasn't quite as elusive, you know, getting out of the pocket. You take a fresh, you know, even a 85, 90% of Perry, and we score at least 3 more times with opportunities that he had, but he just couldn't quite get out. But what I like is that it gave other guys an opportunity to really step up and make some plays. I know Ahmad Ogletree, you know, had some really big plays. James Thrash had some really big plays. So it kind of took the pressure off of LePerion and put it on other guys' backs.
We'll take a break, and we'll talk more about that in this ball game. We'll also bring some of the players on board with us. We're getting a third headset, so we talk to some of these guys. But right now, you're listening to the Granger Gridiron Show, live here from Marisol on Eagle Sports.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank. Same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show live here from Marisol. Our thanks again to the folks here for sponsoring us. We are so thankful for the opportunity they give us each Monday night to come out here and do our show live here from this great place right here on Main Street. So if you have a chance to come during the week, other nights here to Marisol, it's a wonderful opportunity for you. Coach, we're talking about the ball game this past week, and again, Sandy Creek has a very powerful offense. They're used to moving the ball well up and down the field, not just in the first half. Of course, it was 14-7, I think, going into halftime. I had a lot of conversation with people at halftime, and people were saying, well, is this really happening? Are we really this close to? And I said, I think we have a great opportunity because you mentioned, yes, LaPerion was in there and not quite up to full speed. Probably played a better first half than he did a second half. Mm-hmm. But you did have some other guys, as you mentioned, step up. I'm so impressed by Ahmad Ogletree. We got to talk to him last week on our show. I think he had a really, really great game. I think Bo Russell caught some big balls across the middle. He had some great possession receptions. Jamari Thrash all year long has impressed, and impressed on defense in this ball game as well.
Oh, yes. We definitely prep our guys to, play both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. We want to, have our best guys on the field all the time, and we've been shuffling around, because of injuries and things like that, just trying to find the right fit for our guys. And I think we did find it, a little bit. We move a couple pieces around, but those guys have been in, some of those positions all year. It's just some things you have to wait on experience to kick over. And defensively, like I say with Thrash, he's been asked to do so much on the offensive side of the ball where, defense is like you gotta pick and choose when to play him. But, we just threw him out there and, that was his, I think, second or third game playing back there the whole game.
Right.
And so he's definitely gotten, in his comfort zone back there and allowed him to make plays.
As the game started, it is a testament to what you guys are doing with the coaching staff as well, because they take the opening kickoff, run it all the way back. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of times when you see a young team especially can get so down on themselves that they say, wait a minute, the game's over after one play's taking place. But, you guys jump back up. You start to move the ball up and down the field. And, again, as we mentioned, going into halftime, you're only down by a touchdown. And, with a great opportunity to come back in the second half and make some things happen.
Right. When we started, that was a big blow, in the stomach, when they ran the ball back for a touchdown. And I just really looked at our guys and, some of them eyes were kind of, wishy-washy. But, I told them, hey, we're getting ready to go out here and do the same thing on offense. So, we got a fairly decent return, and that first couple of plays really set the tone. Mm-hmm. We busted 2 good runs up the middle for big first downs. We had a nice catch over the middle for a big first down, and after those 3 plays, it was like, okay, we can do this too. Mm-hmm. We got something going.
Well, we got all the way down to about the 21. We tried a field goal that didn't make it for us, and that's one of those kind of things. You look back, you think, man, how different would this ball game have been if we had answered with that field goal and then be able to come back in our second possession and score like we did? It's a different ball game.
It is, and we really believe in our pieces. And Austin Stamper is one who has came and delivered. When he was asked to in that part of the game. And I didn't hesitate on putting him in,
In fact, the distance was there, just a little bit off to the, I think it was wide right.
Wide right, and he pulled his hamstring while he did it at the same time.
I didn't realize that.
Pulled his hamstring. So it was like, what's next? Mm-hmm. But, defense came out, and, they ended up shutting them out.
Yeah.
They shut them out, that series 3 and out, and allowed us to get back on the field. So one thing that we've been battling with this year is, having adversity and getting on and getting off the field. Mm-hmm. And our guys, really answered the bell in a couple of series the other night.
Well, especially as we moved to the second half, while we got so close several times. We're down to, getting into the red zone. A couple of difficult passes. Again, going back to LaPerion's health at that time, I think those are some passes he'd love to have back. There's a couple of rainbows that he threw as he was going down that really maybe should have been thrown out of bounds. But it's still worth throwing. It was almost just a jump ball down there towards the end zone.
That's the toughest part about his game because, when you're assessing, you're looking at speed, you're looking at vision, elusive. He can make guys miss. He's slippery. But at the same time, on the flip side is that, for a lot of good plays that he make, he has some bad ones in there too. But those plays can go either way because the type of player that he is. And we just been coaching him by saying, hey, make the smart play.
Right.
Sometimes you just have to take what they give you, and appreciate that and continue to move the ball.
He did make. There was a couple of really smart things I saw him do though, because I knew that they had the injury coming into the ball game, and yet I watched him, instead of extending some plays, he went down, and he took a slide, especially in that first half. I was real proud to see him really use his brain there and make sure he's not going to re-injure himself any more than he already was.
Oh yeah, he's a smart player, and he definitely understands. Like I said, that was his sophomore year when he was playing. And he took a shot. No, his junior year. And he took a shot. And at that moment, it was like, okay, I better start getting out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it seemed like game after game, he kind of understood when to pick and choose, when do I extend, when do I get out.
There's a couple of read options he had in the ball game that he went ahead and took out of bounds instead of trying to cut up field and maybe getting a yard, but that yard could have been something that might have hurt him down the line.
Right. And then he had a couple of plays where he challenged the guys.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? But, I understood from him it was trying to get a spark going. Yeah. Because some of the guys really got excited that, he would lower his shoulder or, things like that. So, like I say, the leadership that he brings to the table, it comes in various ways. But, it's just a testament of what type of player the guy is.
Let's take another break. When we come back, we're going to bring some of Coach's players onto the radio with us. Right now, you're listening to the Granger Gridiron Show right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. With prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19215. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show live here from Marisola with Coach Diallo Burks. And Coach, one of the things that we've done over the past couple of weeks is we've brought on a few of your guys to have some conversation. These are guys that are leaders on your team that have got to get used to talking to folks as they've moving through their careers. And one of the guys that you brought with you this evening is a former Hollis Hand Hawk. He is a young man that I have enjoyed getting over the years. He's a fun-loving guy, but he works really hard, and that's Jonathan Olajubutu.
He's a guy who, like I said, him and my daughter are together. So I had the luxury of, just watching him from a distance for a while. He has grown a lot. He's still silly.
Now, he has matured some, Coach. I give him that.
He's silly. He is 100% silly.
Gets silly. Gets silly.
But what I do like about him is, you look at leadership, and everybody is not a rah-rah guy. That's not him. And when I looked at him, the other night and how he played and some of the things that he gave us, it was like, wow. I know he could do it because he's a heck of an athlete. So it was just really good to see, his skills come out and him play with a lot of excitement.
Jonathan, one of the things that Coach has asked you to do this season is go both ways, do most of the ball games. Do you have a favorite side of the ball, offense or defense?
I think defense. I like defense. I've been playing since my sophomore year.
Well, and you had a great opportunity. I think, was it early fourth quarter?
Yes,
When
yes.
the ball gets knocked out, and I looked to see who's jumped on it, and it's Jonathan Elijah-Butu. I had the opportunity to announce that the other night, and boy, I got fired up when I heard that. I had to yell your name out big time. How'd that feel as you got down on that ball and knew you were helping your team?
I mean, it felt like the old days in regularly when I used to run the ball. I was just happy to catch the ball and run with it.
and you have lineman speed. That's good to see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can't forget about the one off the helmet now. The one off the
Well, that's
helmet that he called, it was like, okay, I'm looking at him, and he just thought he was like Barry Sanders or somebody. But we had something in the package that we was going to do with him that we didn't get a chance to do. So hopefully you'll see some more surprises for Thursday night.
Well, Jonathan, you and I were talking a minute ago, and we're looking down the road. Of course, this is your senior year. You've done an excellent job for the Grangers. You want to play at the next level?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, so I know that probably it's hard to think about that right now. I guess your goal is just to continue to help your team to win throughout the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
And, of course, you'll be doing that. Jonathan, I'm excited about your future, buddy. I know you're going to do a great job, and thanks for the way you support your team.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a quick break. We come back. We'll bring another one of the Grangers onto our set. Right now, you're listening to the Granger Gridiron Show live from Marisol on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show live here from Marisol. We're having a great time talking about Granger High School football, and one of the guys that, Coach, you and I have talked about this young man all season long. He's been an instrumental part of your offense, one of your go-to receivers. This past week we talked about how you had to kind of get him to come along and help you in the secondary, which he really did an excellent job, and that's Jamari Thrash.
Oh, yes. He's a young guy that's, you look at players having the total package. He's one of those guys on the field, off the field. His presence is like it automatically captivates you. Mm-hmm. The smile, he's always smiling. Of course, he wasn't smiling too much today at practice, but that's another thing.
Jamar, did y'all have a difficult day at practice today?
Yes, sir.
Was it the run-in? Was it the hit? What did they put y'all through today?
Ooh. Through a lot today.
So we just want to finish. We just want to finish the deal. But, you look at him and, like I say, I am a receiver. Mm-hmm. And you can recognize talent. And he's one that, his skill set is at a high level at a young age. He's one, he has speed, he has hands. He understands how releases go, and he's a route runner. That's the thing that I like. I want guys who understand how to run routes. Mm-hmm. But, he's been very consistent for us on offense this year. I think he's broken all my records so far. I haven't told him that, but right now he's sitting at possibly about 40-some catches.
Wow.
Already. I probably had half of that in 15 games, but it's going to be very exciting to see this young man grow and what the future holds for him.
Now, Jamari, as you're playing this year, you've had to have a couple of different quarterbacks step into, especially early in the season before LaPerion came back. I know that we had, of course, Ahmad and Chronic played a little bit, and just having several of the other guys. Who throws the best ball to you? Who do you like to catch from? I'm gonna put him on it here. Who throws the best ball?
Like for my deep balls, I would like Chronic to throw it. But like for my short routes, I really like Jacob because he has a great spiral and great accuracy.
Awesome. that's a good. That's a
Politically
good
correct
answer. I like
answer.
that.
That's why I told you. That's him.
Yep.
That's him.
Yep. Now, Coach calling you to step into the defensive role. Did you enjoy that playing the defense this past week?
Oh, yes, sir. Just being out there just makes me happy. Just playing the game of football and just, helping my team, try to lead my team to victory. I'll do whatever it takes to get us the W.
I tell you what, that's exactly what the coaches want to hear, and also that's what the fans want to hear, because they want to know that you guys they see you on the field, but a lot of times they don't know about the preparation you've done during the week, do they?
No, sir.
Yeah, especially days like today. All right, well, we're going to take a break. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a break. We're going to talk about what's coming up next week for the Grangers. But right now, you're listening to the Granger Gridiron Show right here on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back to, there we are. Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show. I'm live here from Marisol. I'm Jack Mormon. I'm with Coach Diallo Burks. And Coach, got an interesting situation coming up for you in that you got a Thursday night game. And this is at home, so we know that a lot of folks need to turn out to Callaway Stadium for this big ball game.
Oh, yes. It's been a tough one. But like I say, you're talking about LaGrange High School football. We are one that's, always used to playing in November and December.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've had a tough start, but needless to say, there's still a slight chance that we can, get into the playoffs.
Well, you mentioned that to me a second ago. That's, last year Troop ended up being 1-9, but with their last game of the season, had they beat Fayette County, they had an opportunity at 2-8 to go into the playoffs.
Yep.
Just depends on what you do in the region.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we're looking at a possible four-way tie for that fourth spot in the region.
And, last year we had to play a mini game because we had a three-way tie.
Mm-hmm.
Cedartown will have to lose 2 games, lose the remaining 2. They have Sandy Creek and Chapel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
That would give us the tie, and we'll go possibly play a mini game in that series, if we take care of our business on Thursday.
Well, and I think that's the first thing. You really can't look ahead to that until you take care of Thursday night. And, that is a night, folks, I don't want to sell short how important it is for you to turn up at Callaway Stadium, because you're going to have the bands there, the cheerleaders, everybody's going to turn up and make it an important event. But they need that fan support up in the stands. Those guys need to hear those folks, the Granger faithful coming out and cheering them on.
One thing Dr. Farrell done, our band director, is that he put the band down in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of different, having them up in the stands on last Friday, and that, in my opinion, was a big key into our guys' energy and just their demeanor.
They were rocking the second half.
Oh yes, they was bringing it. So we're gonna have to look at that dynamic again. But I understand why he did it, and I agree with him as well. We want to open up space for our other fans and things to be comfortable. But when you look at where we are right now, where we can go, the fans will make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, it will make a difference. You know, you're looking at, you know, where these guys are mentally. You know, we're trying our best every day to make sure that they're still on top of their game and doing things the right way. We're not going to quit at all. You know, I told them we're going to finish this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, now we have to rely on other people.
Right.
Whereas before we kind of held our own fate. So all we can do now is, like I say, take care of our business on Thursday and see where the cards fall.
That's an interesting situation. If you're able to do that, and in the waiting time, you can't end your season.
No.
You guys have, even though you may or may not be going on, you got to continue your practice.
We have to practice because if we get in, we got to play.
Right.
So, you know, that's a negative draw having your open week on the last week of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll go out next week. We'll do some things. Probably won't practice every day. But, you know, we'll definitely keep the blood flowing and, you know, lift and do some things like that to keep them, you know, keep the bodies into it and in shape.
Well, you mentioned, you know, a few injuries here and there. It's also a good opportunity when you have that situation to maybe get healthy. So if you are able to step into a 4 seed, that gets you even prepared to maybe make something special happen in a second or third round.
Oh, yes. And, you know, right then, all bets off. All bets are off.
Everybody's even once you walk in that first round.
Everybody's even, and it don't matter where you fail. So, you know, we're hoping that we can get that opportunity.
And as am I, because, Coach, I've enjoyed working to cover the Grangers. I've been paying a lot more attention than I may have in the past. I've had the opportunity to announce the Callaway games and work with the Troop games, of course, and it's been a pleasure to be plugged into the Granger program all season long.
Oh, yes. You know, we have a great program. You know, like I said, we're just at a point right now where we just have to do a little bit restructuring, you know, and do a couple things different. But, you know, LaGrange High School is still LaGrange High School. We still recognize as number 2 team in the state, all-time wins. So, you know, that continued to speak volumes of where we came from, what we've built, and we want to continue to build on to that legacy with our guys. And we're going to fight it out. I don't care what dynamics we're up against. You know, our core values is we're fighters. We're champions, and, you know, we will find a way to win.
I love it. Well, folks, make sure you're heading out to Callaway Stadium this Thursday night as the Grangers will be playing there. Go out and support them. Let them know that you're behind this program and you want to see them go on, hopefully, into the playoffs. Well, for Coach Burks, for Jacob, for Terry, for everybody out here at Marisol, for Coleman, thank you again for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next week on the radio.